Well, we had a fantastic couple of weeks in Ireland, absolutely brilliant. Plenty of time on the beach, visited a few lovely places. Spike Island, I think, was one of the best places we visited. It was an old prison, absolutely fantastic. A bit of alpaca trekking as well, which is very entertaining, very strange, and very informative. And you know, my kids absolutely loved it, so it's all good, really. But we're now back out on the bank, and I must admit, one of the beauties of being semi-retired and running my own sort of gardening business. It's perfect when the weather's rubbish for gardening. It's absolutely pucker for fishing. So this morning, it's just gone midday now. I spent most of the day trying to sort of load my car, set up in between rain showers, and some quite torrential at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. We're recording now. Hopefully I'm just about going to avoid one, but you never know. I'll go outside and have a little look in a minute. But yeah, we're back on the airfield lake because we just got to go for that. Just got to fish this lake. The water level is incredibly low. I mean, you know, look, show you down there. You know, it normally sort of laps up on that other step. I've never stood down on that little lower step down there. Helicopter going by, it's always bonus, isn't it, really? The wind's pretty strong, I must admit, so I'm not going to sort of stand over here a little bit. But yeah, so it's all quite good and hopeful. I'm going to do 4 nights. Ian's going to be down and do 3 nights, but I just took the opportunity just to come out and get down. I've done a lot of markering, had the deeper out for quite a while, trying to see if there's any sort of like deep holes or anything at all that we've missed in the past before, but I found some more humps than deep holes, so I'm fishing by the humps at the moment, baited around those. A little bit of sort of prospects of fish sort of using those as interception routes, and you know, up and down the margins and things. I've got one down that margin at the moment. I think Ian's going to go, they're going to go next to me just there, or next to me the other side of the tree, so I've just got a bag on that. So I've seen a couple of fish along there today's show, so we're going to work out where we move that one to tomorrow. I might even try it down my margins. But obviously, you know, the problems with margins and 4 of us, or 4 lines out, you can actually end up wrecking your swim. So I don't know. We'll think about this one. Give it a bit of a go, but as you can see, there's a little bit more cloud coming that way from over there. Like really pushing hard across here. I think, the only person more or less on here, really. It's pushing quite hard into this corner here, which is clouded up quite nicely because of the shallow bar out there in the middle. Ian might even contemplate fishing over here. I don't know, really. It's looking good. It's looking good indeed. All we can do is hope and pray something comes along in the next couple of days. And we'll see, really. Conditions are absolutely bang on. As I said, we haven't had a drop of rain for quite a while now. First time we've had any rain whatsoever. So it's absolutely perfect. Efficient, unbelievable. There's this sort of that break in the weather, as we've all been waiting for, has finally occurred. You know, as a gardener, I've been waiting for it to sort of do that for quite a while. It does look good. Tower up there, quite good. I don't know what's going on with the camera thing there then, but yeah, so but no, so you can this lake is extortionately murky, so just a bit more rain I think going to be coming. But I don't know whether Ian's going to contemplate going there. There's a shallow bar out in the middle which it's got a few boulders on it, could cause him a fair few sort of things like that and problems, so don't know, we shall see. Fingers crossed, eh? Does look good. Absolutely peach. Alright, it's time for my first brew of the day. Since I got up this morning, I've not had a brew, and I've got here at 9 o'clock, and I now think it's 12:30, 1:15. And yeah, it took me a couple of hours to actually load the car in the middle of doing storms and things this morning, so it's all been a bit of fun. There we go. Rightio. Fingers crossed, eh? Well, right, I can't hang around. It's raining, but until that grey, horrible cloud over there, we have a thunderstorm over there. It's coming in from the coast. I don't know whether it's going to... come any closer. It seems to be more over that way than it does sort of over this side of the lake. If I spin around here, you can see it's looking over the forest and this way. Still got a bit of clear and light cloud, so might get away with it. But if I spin around this way, it's very, very dodgy over that way. But we shall have to see. So if you look up there, it's whizzing by, so you do never know. Well, it's had a big rumble over there. Can't hang around for too long, I'm getting a bit damp. I haven't got any covers for my camera or anything like that. I'm just using my phone, so we'll see where we go really. Now, I picked up that flash. It's coming from somewhere. Actually see it's getting a little bit heavier down the lake, so I'm going to wander back now, tuck myself in my bivvy, and yeah, enjoy the night. Wow, gotta go. Wowee, it's got me in it. Look at that, fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Well, thunderstorm has passed, moved on. Whether we're going to get any more during the night, I have absolutely no idea. There's like that, sunshine, and well, might even get a sunset. Be quite funny, wouldn't it? Just keep on spinning round, really. Rods whistling, everything. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Right. See if we can catch some fish. Morning. It was a very quiet night, with the exception of the rain. No more thunderstorms. It seems to have sort of blown out at the moment. We have got the same forecast as yesterday, sort of heavy rain showers and possibly thunderstorms throughout the day, so just have to sort of, some I'm going to cop and some I'm not, so we'll just have to see how we go. No fish yet at the moment, but it's okay. It's just one of them things on there. It's an absolutely beautiful morning. I haven't been up very long. I think I sort of just stayed in bed a little bit longer, so I need to catch up on my sleep, as I was awake several times because the rain was extremely heavy. I always find when I've not fished for a few weeks, the first night it's always a bit hard to sleep. You know, you get used to sleeping under canvas over the years, and you have to break from it for a couple of weeks, and yeah, it can sort of affect the first night you're back. Just keeping an eye on the lake at the moment, 'cause it's sort of flat, calm and stuff. That's why I keep sort of pausing, because I'm permanently staring at the lake realistically. A few little bits and bobs and things moving around, just to see if there's any there's grebes around feeding their young, so it's a bit sort of you get something sort of just roll on the surface, and sometimes it's a grebe, other times it's not, so I just got to keep an eye out really. But yeah, so I sort of used to get used to get used to me sleeping again outside, and all will be good really. But no, first night was what it was. Another couple more to go, so we shall see. I'm hoping these weather conditions and everything have certainly sort things out. I don't know what the pressure is, to be perfectly honest with you, I must admit. You know, I've noticed it's a bit weird this year. Sometimes you get perfect conditions and find out the pressure's really high, and then other times you get low pressure and it's 30 degrees, which we had the last time we were doing that social with Ian. Very strange. Hot and sunny, and it's baking, but the pressure was incredibly low. So we'll see. Anyway, Ian's down later on today, and we'll see how we go. Well, Ian's made it. He's doing a bit of spomming at the moment, and he's just about to chuck it down. It's now his bivvy, really spomming. Brilliant. Look at that. Unbelievable. These things are just sort of only last about 4 or 5 minutes, and then it's over. Then in 4 or 5 minutes you can get absolutely soaked. I don't know. Okay. Unbelievable. Look at it. Amazing. Amazing. There we go. So, assuming you can hear me alright, I've repositioned the right hand rod, because that was basically along the margins in front of Ian, to straight out in the middle. I was looking for sort of like different sort of feature or something different to fish to, but all I could find was a little bit too far left of me. So I've gone out on the middle ground where we normally fish, spommed out a fair bit of bait. I'm just going to fish solid bags over the top, which is sort of what was quite productive the last 2 times. Let's just pan round that way, and yeah, look, you can see now I've got sunshine and the rain. There should be a rainbow somewhere, but I haven't seen one of them yet. I'm obviously not in the right position for rainbows. Amazing, isn't it? Crikey. Right, well, it's coming up the... Oh, it's about midday, I think, actually. Not sure, midday one, no, it's not actually. About 2ish, really. Ian's come down to set up. It's been a bit problematic in the rain, but not too bad. It's better than I thought it was going to be, better than he thought it was going to be. But, yeah, his rods are out, more or less. The bait's out, more or less. So, yeah, we're all set, really, and just hopefully chill out this afternoon, have a few glasses, bite the wheat, and yeah, it'll be good, really. Look at that, it's all just passing, and a little bit of sunshine now. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Right, that's my update, and I'll come back later on and see where we go, really. Wow, what a difference a day makes. Look at that. Unbelievable morning. Wind's changed direction. We'll change direction again, and then once it sorted itself out this afternoon, we're going to get 2 days of northwests in our face. Hopefully pushing some fish over here and making things a little bit better. The fish are about. I've seen the fish. You know, they're in the area. They're on the edge of baited areas and things like that. So I'm just going to refresh the baits again today. Chuck them back out there, and yeah, it really is a waiting game on this place. Very, very different to anything I've ever fished, and I'm just hoping, because the water levels being about, no, we've worked out they're about 3 foot down now, to reduce the areas that they're likely to feed in. But you just have to hope that this is one of them that they are going to feed in out here. I haven't seen much when we normally fish out on Badger Island at all. Can't really see anything out there until obviously to the left of me, and you've got the bottom lake and you've got the middle lake, which I said they're all connected, so the fish move through them. The bottom lake's got a couple of guys on it. They're there sort of every week generally, and it's sort of we want to be social, so if we fished there we couldn't, and it's nice to leave people to just, you know, get on with their little plan and little sort of social activity. You know, they do 3 nights a week quite happily down there, sometimes 4, just stay down there. So leave them to it. That's what we do on this syndicate. You know, we don't sort of they might be catching, but we don't crowd them out. We just you know, have a little bit of respect for everything and do our own thing. People do the same for us. You know, Ian and I are quite lucky to fish over here. We do normally spend quite a lot of time on over there on the island, and you'll notice, you know, we always get there. No one ever's really in there because everyone has that sort of respect to people's areas and where they fish, which is nice. One day it might pay off and that big fish will come out. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. Formed, but it is a carp, it's not a blank, and it's a fish in September, and it's fish number 50 this year, so I'm happy about all that. All adds up, all counts, and yeah, do me. Just about 9:45, 10 to 9 on the second morning, so happy about that, especially that spot. I was wondering what to do, but there we go. Right, let's get it back. Good start to the morning, isn't it? It's not bad, not the biggest fish, but at the end of the day, as I said, it is fish number 50. Fish in September, because I always like to try and catch one every month of the year. And yeah, nice and sunny, not chucking it down with rain. So yeah, so quite happy about that. Just adjust that a little bit for you. So yeah, cheers. Good morning, dear. Just what you need. First cup of coffee, first fish of the trip. Hopefully not the last. I did have a funny take yesterday. Maybe liner, probably, maybe. Yeah, not 100% sure what occurred, but it did need me. I sort of like had to run out and strike. So yeah, it's quite a good thing realistically. Right, I'll catch up with you later then. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'll chill out now. Go get the rod back out. Not too bad though. Beautiful, beautiful morning as well. Absolutely beautiful morning. Well, it's the end of the rain now. It's about 12ish, something like that. It's been chucking it down pretty much all morning since I had that fish. It's about 10 o'clock, I think it started. We've got about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours of rain. I'll flip the camera over in a minute, but excuse me. No, it's going to put that cup down. Yeah, it's gonna clear up after this, and we're gonna sort of get overcast. Wind's going to change to the northwest, so it's going to be a sort of like completely different couple of days. But I'm hoping all this rain's working the fish up. Clearly, it sort of hasn't stirred them up enough to feed just yet. But I know I've had one, but it'd be nice if I had a couple more. But strange, really. But we shall see. We'll progress through. We've got another couple of nights. I'm just watching a heron wandering around. It's interesting to see where they walk. You can work out with the gravel bars and things and how much further they sort of extend. It's interesting when they get to sort of quite a deep hole, they just sort of stop. I mean, sort of taking note of where that is and the horizon markers, sort of for future reference and things like that. So yeah, it'd be quite good. I'll flick the video over now and see if I can show you. There he is, walking around there. It's amazing, really. He's right out in the middle of nowhere. I'll just hold the camera there and I'll just zoom out. It'd be quite a lot to zoom out, but you can get the idea of where he is. So you can still see him in the frame. He's literally in between the island and the other bar. Now, it's quite interesting. I've not seen them actually keep walking that far. so you can realise how shallow it is. It's getting a little bit deeper. Further around there's some you can't see where the wind line is, but beyond those ducks there's a huge great pile of rubble out there at the moment. But no, he's still trotting around really. There's some sort of further down to the right I've been watching, wading out things. I probably need to sort of get down there and see. And then you've got the gravel bar over here off the side of the island that actually is, I think there's a little bit of I think the lake might have risen over the last sort of 24 hours, because it's looking a little bit shallow. And my little herony friend has he's stopped there now, which generally means where he's stopped he's got the edge and sort of like the drop off. It's interesting to sort of take note of where that drop off is, and you know, where you can actually fish and where the channels are and things. Because the problem is it's a good sort of 120, 130 yards, unless the wind's really in the right direction. I cannot get my deeper up there. It's got to be blowing directly from behind me. But what I find is when I'm drifting things, and you get the undertow, and it just gets to a certain distance, and the way the line is going, it just won't take it off. Now Heron's just taken off, and I just noticed that I doubt you might pick it up on the camera, I don't know. You see where he's landed now on those bits of rocks there. I just saw a back of a carp just come out, a little bit in front of him and things, so it's interesting to see that. But he's on those pile of rocks out there, which I've lost fish around. There's a swim over there I used to fish quite a lot, and I just do not fish there anymore, and it is basically because of those rocks. Because the fish sort of go out and round them, and you've just got absolutely no chance of getting it in whatsoever. I mean, just noticed the horizon line's a bit askew on my camera at the moment. I have to sort that out if I remember. So if I don't, there's a little note in here for me to listen to about sorting it all out. But no, the rain's just dying down. There's a little bit of, zoom a bit further out now, and you can see that there's a bit of blue sky in the distance, apart from the siren going down the other end. I'll swing right round here, and I'll just pick up Ian. Ian's in his bivvy. He's got the old letterbox open because he's been absolutely belting it down. He's lowered it a little bit down, so it's all looking quite good really. Still a fish then, I think. I don't know if it's behind me or what really, but I'm not getting out at the moment. I'm just going to wait and see. But no, it's interesting to see these things. It's amazing what you find just staring at a lake. You just suddenly notice this sort of, I noticed where those birds are at the moment. You might not be able to see them, but roughly out there this morning, we're just standing looking out. There's a little bit of wind. The water sort of rose up a little bit, and then there's a little bit of a flat spot where the carp had obviously rolled or done something. I thought one of Ian's rods might have gone off this morning, sort of a little bit a while after that, but it didn't. Just seen the same back out again. So they're obviously going on the shallow sort of bars. But see what I mean? If I find the heron again, he's sort of way off those boulders now, and he's still standing in water. So you can see how shallow it is out there. There's obviously clearly a gap somewhere between where he walks from the right of there across to that end of that island. Now, from that swim opposite, which I don't particularly like fishing, but it's interesting to know there is a gap there, and that would be an interesting channel to set up a interception point. And I've just seen another couple of backs and things, so there's fish out there. Interesting, very interesting. It's way out of my fishing range from this swim. I really want to be over the other side, but it's just too shallow over there at the moment. Where that heron is behind there's another bar that you can't see, and generally it's sort of shallow in the first place, so I reckon I could actually walk out to those boulders myself with my waders on without having too much problem really. It's just a shame you can't go around wading around like that at the moment. It'd be absolutely brilliant. But yeah, the wind's dying away and slowly changing to the northwest. Right, stop the waffling and make another brew and see where we go from here really. Rightio.
Not that big. Oh, you don't. Oh, you're not.
Well, what a beautiful morning. I'd have been a bit quicker, I'd have caught the mist, but I wasn't, so unfortunately not. Just seen a fish crash out, so it was a good sign. I haven't really had much yet. Ian lost one yesterday afternoon, and I've had no bleeps since then. There's about 3 or 4 bleeps since then. We've seen fish, heard fish, so we're going to keep on trucking, keep on going. We've got to be very confident about this. You know, they're out there and they're going to want to feed and they need to feed. So we just got to, fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm just about to settle down for my first brew of the day. And yeah, it's going to be a lovely day out here. Not necessarily the best for fishing, but I don't think there's any more rain. Honestly, I think I've had enough of rain now. It's been half the winter in the bivvy. I don't really want to spend the remaining bit of my summer in the bivvy, but there we go. Right, brew time. Oh, look at that sunrise, absolutely gorgeous. Coming up over the lake. Ian had a fish last night, so that's quite good. I managed to lose one, which isn't so good, but still got one already. So both caught a blank saver. Been harder 4 nights than I thought it was going to be. But amazing. We've got a good 4 or 5 hours left now. We've got to pack up. It's about 6:30, half 6 in the morning. Mist coming up over the lake. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll just do a little bit of a video of this. It looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? Really, really is lovely. So we'll see how the last few hours go. See how we get on, really. Only a bit of hope. Beautiful orange glow you get. It's absolutely lovely, isn't it? Really is marvellous. The mist going across the water. It's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Well, it is pack up day. The nets are drying in the sunshine. It was very damp and dewy this morning. You see my early videos of the mist and the sunrise. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to dry out way before Ian's, because Ian's still in the sunshine. The sun is just coming over the tower, down on the back of his bivvy. Things will start drying out surely but slowly. But yeah, it's peaceful, quiet, tranquil and absolutely lovely. We've both managed to have one in the end. We've also both managed to lose one in the end, which is a little bit disappointing on both of our parts. But it is what it is, realistically. After all this weather we've had, I expected it to be fishing a lot better than it is. I don't just, you know, it's us, not the fish. The fish are out there on the munch feeding, as you just know they will be. Just not quite where we are, but there we go. Right, it is getting ever closer to tent down time. Wait for a little bit of dew to dry on my bivvy and things, and yeah, it'll be down, be off. Right, unless I catch any more, which would be good, because you never know in this place. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and good luck if you're out there. What of you?